when people ask why, when it comes to certain things that I do, I never really take it as you're asking me why I'm still doing it, right? Like, why you don't drink? I mean, why you wake up so early, man? Why you work out so much? We already know the reasons why. We do, we do. If it ain't me answering it, it's common knowledge for a lot of this stuff. We've seen it somewhere. Someone said it. There's TV shows, movies, podcasts on most of these things. But I think it's kind of hard to ask somebody, why aren't I sticking to this? You know what I'm saying? So we'll keep asking the same question. Sometimes people will ask why, because they want that person to tell them what they want to hear, right? But the whys are always going to be the same, right? Why do I work out? Because mentally, emotionally, physically, aesthetically, right? I always feel better for doing it. Always. I'm getting older now, and it's one of those things to where the more active that I am, the less pain that I'm in. That's a huge why. It solves a lot of my mental, emotional problems. It's therapeutic as hell. So I've, been able to avoid a lot of trouble because I work out. And that'll change my reactions to certain things that happen just in this world, man. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes to working out, it's a permanent fixture. I got to do it every morning. Some people drink coffee first thing in the morning. Some people scroll social media. I work out. It sets the tone for my day, man. I like to, as I get older, man, wear certain clothes. I like to look good in those clothes. If you look good in an outfit, or you think you look good in an outfit and you don't work out, man, it's a game changer when you do. I like that feeling. I think most people do. We just don't want to admit it, because working out and eating right, making those right decisions is one of the toughest things you'll ever have to do. But there's a list of 40 right here as to why. And, there's a list of 50. It's just the one with 40 was prime, and I was able to get it the next day. The 51, it just has some way outdated. So that's 10 more. Why you always talking about school? Why you always talking about these certs? Well, contrary to what people might think, a degree and certifications are still a standard. Are we getting away from it? Certain aspects, yeah. Yes, Walmart, people keep telling me about it, right? Walmart does not require a bachelor's, from what I'm hearing. That's the requirement now. It doesn't change the standard. That doesn't mean that the person that was able to get the bachelor's, might not still be considered. They're not eliminating all candidates with the bachelor's. If I ask you this, if you were able to get a degree without paying for it, would you? And somebody that still probably wouldn't take advantage, but like, no, it's a waste of time. Well, a lot of people spend more time doing things that aren't productive than doing that. But for those that would do it, would you, if you had the opportunity to get an associate's, a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctorate, and the military contributed to that in some way to where you had no student loan debt, would you do it? If you say yes, hit me in the comments. I'm gonna link your ass up with a recruiter. But no, I'm just saying, I do it, and I talk about it because the reason I mainly do it is because I want to try to put myself in the best opportunity possible career-wise. And to this point, it's done that. And I try to share that with people like, hey, this worked for me, maybe you should try it. But yeah, that's why I pursue the education, the certification, the certificates as much as I do. Career growth. I'm getting older, so it kind of works in with the fitness stuff, but up here, I got to keep it sharp. You feel a little different, man, when you walk that stage or you submit that thesis, that capstone, that dissertation, that assignment from that tough professor. There's something to it. So yeah, that's why I pursue it, and a host of other reasons. I don't have an Amazon list on that one. Man, why you don't drink no more? It's a poison. It's a toxin. And no matter which way you try to spin it, it is. Do I judge others for drinking? No. Do I take caution about being around people that do? Yeah. Because I know how I was. And I know anything that alters the state of mind and can possibly slur your speech and make you see double is not something I want to be around, but I definitely don't want it in my body. Like real, like, I used to drink. I used to have to drink before I went to certain places, like to a club or something like that. Then I realized as I got older, if I have to, drink the stuff in order to want to be there and kind of force myself to be around people, I probably shouldn't be at that place. And I had realized that, right? I have to drink whatever this is, man, in order to make me want to feel more comfortable about being there. And because it's a social norm, when you do say things like that, people get uncomfortable. That's fine. I don't really hang out with people like that. So it makes it easier. But yeah, at the very, foundation of it, it's not good for you, right? It contributes to high blood pressure, cholesterol, especially heart disease issue. It ages you. Working out and drinking do not work out at all, man. It annihilates the whole process. You're able to get by. Yeah, I remember when I used to drink, I was still running. I would be out there running the next day and it felt like my whole insides was on fire. Yeah, I did that to myself. There's nothing good about it at all. But like I said, because it's such a social normal thing that when you talk against it, you're wrong. I'll just have to be wrong then, right? But when people, ask why they're not able to achieve certain goals, if I know that they drink, I do ask them, well, why are you still drinking? If you want this that bad, as you said, as you posted, man, you don't eat this? Why you don't eat this? Food kind of has the same type of, examples as alcohol. Not as bad, but I'm one of the people that think that crap food, is like it's the most legal, accessible drug there is, right? Like it's like food courts and these food trucks, man. You can smell the grease on them food trucks. The way people walk up to them things like zombies. It's man, it's like crack dens at every corner in the mall, right? Because a lot of these foods are created to make you addicted. And it does sound like, big pharma and all that other. No, I'm telling you this because I was addicted to it. I was 300 pounds. And you eat certain foods, man, and that dopamine it locks you in to where you want more. But I started realizing, kind of like with the alcohol, anytime you eat something to seconds afterwards, you regret it, right? But you keep doing it. It's an addiction. It's like a drug. And that is one of the major reasons why people aren't able to stay in shape right? Yeah, you got people that don't drink, don't smoke, but they cope by what they eat, right? Calories just ain't falling out of the sky on you and, making you bigger. It's the food. It is. And, a lot of us don't want to admit that. And plus, I don't like itis, eating certain things and feeling all lethargic. You know what I'm saying? You ever have to go to some type of event, some training event for work, and people break for lunch. Some people bring their lunch. Some people go, like I used to go to wherever I had that, like a GNC. I get my stuff there. You got the people that go to the food court and they get get that good, right? And then they come back and an hour in after training, they cranky and lethargic. It keeps you off your game, man. And I'm already getting off my game now because I'm getting older. I don't like being off my game. A lot of foods, they don't keep me sharp. So, and I'm in here early in the morning all the time. I'm not about to mess all that up from something simple. Now it's an addiction, but once you get it down, you have to explain to other people something simple as to what you eat can change the dynamic. So I'm real, disciplined in that area. Why you wake up so early? I get that one a lot. I get a lot done. It's a hell of a go-to move. And, there were times, like when I was active duty in the military, I was going to school, and I was a single father, and I had to be to work early. You get up early. I still get time to get the workout in. And at that point, when you wake up early enough, it's on you. It's on me if I don't get the workout in because I'm up. If I don't do nothing, it's just idle time. So it worked out like perfectly. I've been doing it for 17 years to where, man, I can't make an excuse not to be able to get my workout in. I get up so early. I'll always win the day of my 24 because I'm giving myself control over that. And yeah, like if we both in San Diego and you go to LA and I go to LA in the morning, I'm gonna get there first because I wake up early and I still get to get a workout in, man. So, waking up early has done that for me. You'll never hear me get on social media and say, man, I ain't got time. I get up early. I do. And it's work. People will tell you shouldn't wake up so early. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. But I'm achieving my stuff. It's been working. So I'm gonna stick with that. So I think when people ask these whys, they know. If you know me, I've been telling you for years. But it's just tough to stick to a lot of this stuff. But if you know what's holding you up, why are you still doing those things? I ask you that.